Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is my dog, Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Of course, as soon as I start the video, he's like, nope. Bye. Bye, Dad. He'll probably pop back up there at some point. But anyways, hi, hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, we have a lot to talk about because Casey's podcast came out. After the podcast, Beck did a live where they reacted to Amberlynn's latest members-only live stream. Amberlynn has been posting on her community tab. And of course, she also has a new video out today. So there's a lot to cover. The feedback about the podcast from Casey and Casey's friends, which seemingly is going to continue on and maybe be also not about Amberlynn in the future. I'm not really entirely sure. But the feedback seems to be that maybe some folks didn't love the co-hosts and things like that. I would try to maybe give them the benefit of the doubt that it was the first time they were doing anything like that. And I'm sure as they get more used to it and get more comfortable with the situation, some of that will even out. With that being said, if you're interested, Apathetic Facts did do a recap of that podcast and mostly just left it up to the parts where Casey and Beck were talking about their experience with Amberlynn Reid. I'll try to leave both of those things linked down below. My general take on their conversation was that a lot of it just, continues to confirm that the people who have been in relationships with Amberlynn have all had very similar experiences, right? And obviously none of us were present for those relationships, at least not in real life. Certainly with Beck, we were present for what Amberlynn shared of their relationship through Amberlynn's lens on YouTube. But for all intents and purposes, we were not actually there with them when the relationships were happening. But I do think that it is important to note that the more that the exes start to talk to each other, start to have conversations about their experiences, notice the similarities about their experiences and things like that. It's one of those things where it's if it's one person, maybe it's a fluke. If it's two people, I'm gonna start being a little bit suspicious. But now it's 3 or more people who have had bad experiences with Amberlynn, have talked about them, have shared very similar examples of things that happened to them while being in a relationship with Amberlynn, and I think that's worth noting. I don't have any specific clips or things that I want to share from the podcast. I certainly encourage you to seek it out and listen to it yourself. Just in general, my takeaway from it is, lots of confirmation of shared experiences between Casey and Beck, and I think that's worth noting. And something that if Amberlynn truly has grown and matured and done all this work on herself, I would hope that she could acknowledge that, and I hope that she doesn't, make somebody else experience that in future relationships. Now, Beck did go live, and actually, I didn't get to watch the podcast live. It was a live stream. I was unavailable while that was actually happening, but then Beck went live after the live stream got done, and I did watch part of that while they were live, and you might have seen me in the chat because I did respond to one thing that Beck said. But Beck was reacting specifically to Salty Crab's recap of what happened in Amberlynn's members-only live stream. And I will say I didn't go back to watch the rest of it, so I don't know all the details of everything that happened in it. Honestly, last night at a certain point, I was I need to clock out of Girl World. I feel like I've been doing Girl World all day today. I even was editing yesterday's video during the commercial breaks of Survivor. I was just girl worlded out. I just needed a break, so I didn't finish watching it. But I was curious what Beck would have to say about the part regarding me, because like I said in my video yesterday, which by the way, I think I uploaded that video while Beck was live, so it obviously didn't reflect anything that Beck said in their live stream. But I was curious to hear what they said, because like I said in my video yesterday, if there was a case, a world, a situation type of deal where like Beck did want to air their grievances when it comes to me or any other reaction channel, I would be willing to listen to that. I mean, in general, my thought process about any kind of feedback about myself as a person, as a YouTuber, whoever, whatever, is like, I don't have to listen to it all, but I certainly do try to listen to the feedback from people that I yap about, you know? Like, even if I don't end up agreeing with it, I think it's more than reasonable to hear that. And so I was curious to hear what Beck might have to say about Amberlynn's claims that I was abusive to Beck. What I got from the stream itself, what they said in the stream, was that they don't expect apologies from any reaction channel. The things that they have heard over time from reaction channels and things like that, that they can see merit in the feedback, like some of the feedback has been helpful, and that they do not expect any kind of apology also from me specifically. One thing I will note is that in the podcast with Casey, Beck did say, actually, that Amberlynn didn't allow them to watch reaction channels. I think a lot of what Beck now knows about reaction channels comes from after they separated. It's what it seems like to me, although they were obviously aware of our existence while dating Amberlynn. One other thing that was said about me and Amberlynn in Beck's live stream is Beck said, at least from Amberlynn's perspective when it came to me, that we had an on-again, off-again friendship. I certainly think at the very beginning of my relationship with Amberlynn on the internet, and you can even probably tell this from like going back and watching the earliest videos I ever made about Amberlynn, but I would say back then I would understand if she thought we had a friendly relationship, if she thought we had some kind of friendship going on. I mean, I even back then messaged her via Snapchat, things like that. So I honestly could see way back then, like we're talking like 7 years ago at the beginning of my YouTube career, okay? But to suggest that while dating Beck, Amberlynn and I had a friendship in any kind of way, I think is a little bit of a stretch, because I even talk about this in the video where I react to her reacting to me reacting to her. And I talk about how one day she I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in that video. I literally just rewatched a lot of this video yesterday. I don't know why, I can't remember. I even talked about how she was in my DMs threatening to sue me. Listen, I'm not trying to be friends with anybody who's threatening legal action against me, okay? I would say that any kind of interpretation of friendship on Amberlynn's end was strictly that, on Amberlynn's end. And anything that I would have interpreted as some kind of friendship ended within the first year of me watching Amberlynn on YouTube. In addition to what Beck said in their live stream, they actually commented on my video that I posted yesterday, so I just want to share that with you all as well. They said, "I don't know if I did a great job in my live stream getting my point across, but I never thought you were abusive toward me. And I don't think that reaction channels owe me an apology. People had valid criticism towards me, and that criticism helped me grow. I've never been perfect and never claimed to be, but I've gotten better by listening to the people around me. I also know that some of what people thought about me had to do with the way she portrayed me. I even understand the GoFundMe stuff for my mom to an extent. My mom wasn't legally married despite considering him to be her husband. She called it Bible marriage, and didn't benefit from his health insurance. We reacted badly to those worries, and that's on us. It was a super emotional time, and we were all in a lot of pain. Still, I can see how our reaction wasn't helpful. Nothing to hash out between us, but I appreciate your willingness to have that conversation if I was hurt by something." I feel so similarly to Beck. I mean, I appreciate, the insight from Beck. I actually commented back and thanked them for their thoughtful response to all of this. But I mean, similarly, I myself as well, and I think this is what happens when, you have time away from a situation, you can look back on a situation and think about things you would do differently. And the same ways that they are identifying that they can look back at a lot of that stuff and find some of the feedback helpful and look back at the GoFundMe situation and see ways that they wish they would have handled it differently. In the same exact way, I can look back at the GoFundMe situation and think, wow, I would not handle things the way I did that way anymore. And that's really the piece of growth and maturity that people like Beck, and you know what, I'll say it about myself as well. Like, that's the sign of maturity that we have that Amberlynn lacks. Amberlynn is incapable of looking back at the things that she has done wrong to hurt people, even if it was unintentional, although who really knows what her intentions were. But like, even if it was unintentional, she's incapable of being like, damn, I really hurt people through my behavior, through my actions, to the extent that she's sitting here on the internet still like making all kinds of excuses, avoiding taking accountability, not saying shit about the stuff that she claims that she takes accountability for, and it's just infuriating. So anyways, Beck, thank you for your response. If you're watching, if you're not watching, totally understand that as well. I really appreciate it. And, you know, if anything ever comes up in terms of things you need to address or decide maybe later down the line you want to address, feel free to let me know. Oh my god, I've been yapping so long, and Amberlynn's video today is 18 minutes long, and it's the most ridiculous title ever, so we need to keep it pushing. But I would not be doing my due diligence if I didn't share Amberlynn's community posts on YouTube, because it is a follow-up to the nonsense that she was talking about on her members only live stream in regards to addressing the things that Beck has brought up. Bear with me, because this is literally like one huge giant block of fucking text, and I'm gonna read it as thoroughly and as efficiently as possible. So hopefully I have very few stumbles and very little editing to do as I struggle through this block of text, all right? She said, after thinking about it and getting the opinion from family, friends, my therapist, and all of the stream queens I love and adore, I have decided I will no longer be silent in a situation where silence isn't the answer and silence is only causing me pain and allowing stagnancy in a place where I want to heal, grow, and move on. I will share my side, but I will only be doing that in my members only live streams. If you want to join, click the link below. But I want to make it very clear this will not be a place to bash Beck, to insult Beck, or to invalidate Beck. It is going to be a place for me to be accountable and the wrongdoings I've done by being open about them, sharing what I did, and sharing what I could have done differently. It is also going to be a place for me to share my point of view of situations that I remember differently, because as wrong as I was in a lot of situations with Beck, it is wrong to lie and exaggerate things that are not true. I will not be doing this to be believed, okay? I will not be doing this to have more people on my side. This isn't about that. This is about finally allowing myself to be publicly in her members only live stream behind a paywall, to be publicly accountable and stand up for myself. Two things can happen at once. I can be accountable for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, while also clarifying that LMNOP are not true. Do not let those two things get mixed up, please. As much room as Beck is getting to share their truth, I am now ready to share mine. Without the added, well, guess what Beck did? Because again, that is not what this is about. How is it not gonna be about guess what Beck did when you already went here and are talking about like, well, Beck also lied. Okay, whatever. whatever. Let's keep it moving. After sharing what I did in last night's stream, bawling my eyes out and sharing my truth, I actually feel lighter, better. I feel okay. My mental health has been so bad that it has actually been scaring me, and realize now it is because of the silence. I've been holding on to so much that wants to be let out gracefully, so I'm going to allow myself to do that. Member live streams are always held on Tuesday nights, but if I plan on going live again before that, I'll be sure to let you know. I hope to see you there. warning, there will be lots of tears, but for each one, I hope it is just one step closer to healing for everyone in this situation. Okay, a few things about bullshit here. Well, first of all, let's just start with that very last sentence. I hope it is just one step closer to healing for everyone in this situation. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit on that being your goal, because literally earlier in this block of text, you're like, this isn't about like, you know, making people believe I'm right. It's not about like Beck. It's not about this. It's not about that. It's just about me being able to be accountable to myself. So bullshit. I don't think you're doing this because you want healing for Beck. I don't think you're doing this because you want healing for the community. I don't even really think you're doing it because you want healing for yourself. I think you're doing it because one, you want money. You want the cash grab of it all. And two, you're upset that people are seeing through your nonsense. You know, you said that this isn't about proving that you're right, but that's 100% what this is about. You're upset that people don't believe you. You said as much in your members only live stream this week. You said that you were frustrated. You said, you know, my silence has just let everybody believe that everything that Beck has said is true. You said that. So it very much is about you proving the haters wrong. It's about you wanting to be right. It's about you not wanting people to look at you a certain type of way. So miss me with all of that. The other thing that really took me out and took a lot of people out, I mean, if you look at the comments on this post, it's just full of people being like, what the fuck do you mean you're gonna do this on a members only live stream? What do you mean you're going to take accountability publicly, but yet you're going to make people pay $10 a month so that they can watch it? Like, what do you mean? And to that extent, the only thing that I like credited her for when I covered this topic about her members only live stream this week was the fact that she said she wanted to do a public live stream as opposed to just addressing it on her members only live streams. She certainly could have addressed something in her members only live streams, but it's like, if you're gonna do that, why haven't you done that, right? And so anyways, I said, you know what? I'm glad she's doing it publicly, if for nothing else. What I really think she needs to do is just sit down. Just sit the fuck down. Do a pre-recorded video, answer all the things that you know to be true about what Beck said, and talk about whatever you think Beck was not being honest about, okay? There's literally no need, because you say that it makes you anxious to be in front of that many people. There's no need for you to sit down on a live stream publicly for any old person to come in, watch, and comment on. There's no need for you all to do that. Not if it's gonna give you anxiety, not if it's gonna be hecticana, because there will be a shit ton of chats, okay? There's going to be a lot of people. You're like, well, I don't wanna be able to avoid the questions that are tough to answer, that are difficult to answer. Girl, you do that anyways, and there's gonna be no way for you to keep up with all of the messages in the chat. There just isn't. So this is all stupid. This is all overproduced. In your members only live streams where you have less people, you still find ways to not answer questions there too. So she got a lot of feedback on that post, and she also posted an additional community tab post and said, thank you everyone for the feedback. I appreciate the opinions and what everyone has to say. It seems like many people are upset with me willing to break my silence behind a paywall instead of doing it publicly, so I've decided I'll be doing public live streams after all. I can see how doing it behind a paywall loses authenticity. Also, this obviously doesn't take away my Tuesday night live streams with Stream Queens. It just means extra live streams and that you will be seeing me a lot sooner than you think. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. It all makes no fucking sense to me. I mean, at this point, I would also rather her just like sit down and do a reaction to the videos that Beck put out there. We don't need you answering random people from the chat's questions. We just need to see you directly respond to the claims that Beck has made, to the things that Beck has shared about their experience with you, and respond to those. I mean, I honestly also truly am still team protect your peace, okay? I'm still team, like, you said you didn't want to do this. I don't think this is going to end well for you. I think you're just going to get frustrated, but here the fuck we are. Okay, so today's video, divas. I'm so sorry it took us so long to get to this part of the video. I'm sure I put some timestamps somewhere in the description box if you didn't find them already. I'm so sorry. Today's video is called, and just brace yourselves for all of this nonsense, Huge Torrid Haul, which, mind you, the thumbnail of this video is her holding up her underwear, some torrid underwear, okay? Just so you know what kind of clickbait she's trying to do, all right? Huge Torrid Haul, starting Weight Watchers, and suffering in silence. Oh, she's suffering in silence. She doesn't have a platform. She was silenced. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle vlog. I just like actually the only part of this title that isn't actually that bad is the Huge Torrid Haul. Like, are we really in 2025 doing Weight Watchers again? Is that what we're up to, Diva? Is that what we're doing today? That's what in 2025, you said trying semaglutide / Ozempic 3 times didn't work. Let me go try something that I've done 1,200 times on my channel. Oh God, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And like, of course she's not suffering in silence. She hasn't shut up. She hasn't shut the fuck up, honestly. So like, silence where? You have a YouTube channel with over 200,000 subscribers. You can say whatever you want, Diva. You can say whatever you want. All right. Let's just get to, shall we?
Hello.
Hi.
So it is February 25th.
Let's
and
go.
To a new vlog. So I'm just getting ready for the day. So I just want to say thank you guys like so much lately for the support. It genuinely means the world to me, more than you know.
Part of me is wondering if she's also gonna do all these extra live streams and stuff because she's running out of content, like pre-recorded content. Because again, this is only like about a week ago, and she was 2 weeks ahead for a while.
So there's like rumors going around that I faked having COVID. How do you fake a test like that? And how do you fake going to the hospital? I was also tested at the hospital. So, that also came back positive. But
first of all, sometimes she gets on here and she addresses rumors I ain't never heard about. Which, like, to be fair, I'm not always in the speculation part of this corner of the internet. A lot of people don't send me that kind of speculation because they know that I'm not just really here for it. But a lot of times, like, the big stuff I do see in some manner, I don't think I heard anybody doubting. And if they were, why are you bringing attention to it?
That video of me going to the hospital actually doesn't even go up until tomorrow. And I have been trying to make my videos have more days inside of one vlog. So I can like catch up a little quicker because I have been extremely behind.
Yeah.
Well, I like to stay ahead.
I do think it's fine for her to be ahead date-wise. It's just like it doesn't work when she has these members-only live streams where we are up to date with things in her life in real time.
The more ahead I am, that just means the more filming I've done. So at one point I was like 15 days ahead, so it just means I was filming a lot because my schedule is to upload every other day regardless of how much I film. So I made kind of like a big purchase last night.
Oh wow, what was that?
My bank was like, fraud is happening, and I was like, no, it's not.
Replace my bank with like literally anybody talking about Amberlynn Reed. Fraud.
So I had to call the fraud number, let them know everything's okay. Like, that was literally me. I love that the bank that I have is like so diligent on that.
Sure.
Because I would hate for someone to be like using my card that shouldn't be. Obviously, like, anyone would hate that. So I thought I figured it all out, but then I woke up this morning with emails from subscription services saying, update your payment info because it's not going through. So I was like, what in the world is happening right now? So obviously I ended up calling the bank again, and hopefully we got it all figured out. So I made a purchase on Amazon just to like test it out, and it did go through.
Oh, that's why you made the purchase? You just wanted to test out? It wasn't just because you wanted to buy some shit from Amazon? This is one of those things. I think we talked about it recently. I can't remember in regards to what, but it does happen frequently in Amberlynn's life. So I don't know, pick an example in your mind and your memory. But this is just one of those times where it's like, she's telling this big old story. And not that this happens to people like all the time. It's not happening to people like every other week, right? But like most people have experienced something like this before. And the way she talks about it is like, this is such a wild story that happened to me. And such an inconvenience because she doesn't know what to do when she's faced with like any kind of adversity. I will say the last time she was faced with adversity, she was much more whiny about it. I don't think she's necessarily being whiny or anything here. It just like catches me because it's like you're really making a whole story time out of this, and a lot of people have experienced this before.
I just get so stressed when it comes to like anything having to do with me calling customer service of any kind.
Because, again, you hate being faced with adversity. you hate being faced with, like, challenge, with things not going your way.
A little bit of phone anxiety, if you will.
Oh, it's the phone anxiety, sure. Sure.
Long, thick, winged eyeliner, if I just want to do something, like, gentle, short and to the point.
A soft, gentle type of winged eyeliner. I've never had soft, gentle winged eyeliner like this, y'all. This is a different kind of winged eyeliner.
Hey, you guys, so I just did some things around my apartment, and now I am about to live stream.
Oh, thank God. Wait.
Today is my 5th live stream membership.
Wait, I didn't even put it together. But I think part of the last vlog was on the 25th, because I remember thinking, oh, she's getting ready to live stream or something. Am I gonna... Wait, actually, this will be so good if she just posts some, like, stupid clips from that live stream in this, because we can just skip over that, and that'll make this video shorter.
I have to be live in a minute and a half. I hope I make it in time. I just came back from the dumpster, so...
Okay, trash queen.
Hello, beautiful stream queens, because you guys are all beautiful if you're watching, and I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of my memberships. So I'm going to set this up, and then I'll show you guys a few clips from it. Not the highlights, not the lowlights, just random clips. Just
random clips that I'm going to just immediately skip over. I'm not even going to sit here and watch them all. Last time I sat here and watched them all to see what the clips were about, because they were clips of her talking shit about Beck. And I was like, well, I want to see if there's any additional things I got to add, but I don't care what she has to say. We're skipping those clips.
All right, you guys.
Here we go.
Big torrid haul.
Did you just call me big?
So, let's get into it. All right, first things first. I like a really big, cozy cardigan.
That's
sweater.
cute.
So I got this size 6. Super adorable.
That's cute.
Blue
I like
cardigan
that.
sweater.
I like it.
Cupid. Definitely not Cupid. I was trying to say cute. Flowers. Sorry, I'm slap happy. Y'all noticed that in my live stream. I'm just
I watched this live stream. You were... No, wait, did I did. Was she slap happy? I don't know that she was. I don't know if that's how I would describe her in any of the members-only live streams I've seen or clips from them.
Sleep, but that's fine. Oh my god, this is so freaking cute.
I do think it's
about
cute.
As low as my tripod goes, but...
How low can you go? Can you go down low?
Like a cozy fit.
All the way to the floor?
I just like being warm.
How low can you go?
So cute. I cannot stand it.
Can you make it to the top? Like you're never gonna stop? One hop.
I just dropped a Lego.
Oh, fuck. What? Wait, fuck. Wait, I missed it because I was singing the stupid electric slide song. Wait. I need to see this.
That is, like, so cute. I cannot stand it.
What Lego? What Lego?
I just dropped a Lego. How depressing.
Wait,
is
what
that?
was this?
My poor Lego is all broke. I guess we'll worry about it later because I have a haul to film.
She said, no stopping now. Ain't no stopping me now. I've got a haul. What? I mean, I'm always kind of singy, but I feel really particularly singy today. The Twitch live stream is going to be so annoyed with me and all my singing today. I can feel it.
Oh my god, this is so soft. So I also got this in a size 6.
Okay.
It is just a spaghetti strap tee. It's gray with
not as cute as the
black
cardigan.
snake and leaves. If you guys don't know anything about me, I love a snake. Size 6. I just got this black t-shirt that says tragic on it. You don't.
Oh, that's perfect for her. She loves a snake? I remember her saying that she had a pet snake once upon a time or something like that, but I didn't know she had some, like, special interest in snakes.
Don't need an explanation. Again, size 6. I got this checkered sweater. It's supposed to be like over the shoulder, so it's supposed to like go down to here.
Oh.
Sweater. I thought this was super cute. So I'll try some of this on later or in a different video. Sure. Again, size 6.
When I see a clothing haul, I want to see the clothes tried on in the same video. Personally, for me, that's what I would like to see.
To say the sizes in case you are a girly pop with a similar body to mine, I got another sweater. It's literally about to be spring and the cold weather is leaving. But I never heard anyone to still wear a sweater in the spring. So this is Mean Girls collaboration. Why are you so obsessed with me?
What?
Hold on.
What?
Did I
What?
accidentally pay for 2 tragic shirts?
Did she have a Dollar Tree blackout? We, on Twitch, when we watch Dollar Tree hauls, which we haven't watched any Dollar Tree in a while. Maybe we'll do that today. But anyways, when we watch Dollar Tree hauls on Twitch and the person hauls something and they're like, sometimes it'll be a thing like this where they get 2 of the same thing and they'll be like, I didn't know I got 2 of these. We call that a Dollar Tree blackout because in my mind what happens is that these girly pops walk into the Dollar Tree and they just black out and they don't look at anything they buy. They just put stuff in their cart and they leave and they get home and then they film these hauls and then they're surprised by the things that they bought, that they purchased with their money, with their doll hairs, okay? So I imagine this to be a situation like that where she was just browsing Torrid's website and she had a little Torrid blackout and she didn't even realize she clicked twice on this shirt and put 2 of them in her cart.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm such an idiot. We have the receipt in my hand, folks. I accidentally bought 2
Torrid blackout.
Freaking tragic shirts.
Torrid blackout.
One of those was almost $40. So I just spent $80 on 2 t-shirts. Like, I never...
And you know her ass won't bother to, like, try to return one, which probably is an option. I would imagine most clothing retailers have returns as an option in some shape or manner, and you know she just won't even try because she's lazy.
Stuff like that. Oh my god, how did I not notice? And then I got a dress, which is a size 4. Because I like to wear their dresses in a size 4. So I thought this was super adorable. Again,
thank you so much for that information. I understand so much more about their clothing. Like, girly, could you not say, like, oh, the size 4, I like how it fits me. It's more slender here, and it flares out at the bottom. That gives me more room in my behind. I don't know. I don't know what the case is for why she likes size 4 so much. But those are some examples of things she could say, or, like, types of things she could say about size 4 dresses at Torrid. But I digress.
Like, always a floral girly. Like, it's really hit or miss. It's usually a miss. But this sounds like it's kind of a hit.
I'm obsessed also. She always comes on here and she's always hauling florals and floral dresses, floral shirts, and she's always saying, I'm not really a floral girly. Well, at some point after you buy enough floral, I'm here to tell you that you are. I'm here to tell you that's a part of your aesthetic, Tiva.
Like, if this looks good on me, I'm gonna be super happy about that. All right, the rest of the things I got.
Underwear.
Just a bunch of underwear.
Underwear.
Again,
Underwear.
I am a bigger girl in a bigger body. If this makes you uncomfortable, I'm very sorry. You should probably click out now. But we have some
I'm not uncomfortable with her hauling underwear, although I don't know that I watch a lot of... I do watch some people do clothing hauls, and I don't know that I watch a ton of them that do haul the underwear that they buy. I do think there's a world where that could be helpful, especially for, like, bigger bodies and, like, understanding what fits well and what doesn't. I doubt that she's going to give us any information on understanding the quality of Torrid underwear, and I also honestly think that she's really just including the underwear so that she could put it in the thumbnail and get people talking. Like, she does want a response. She does want a reaction, which is why I'm just like, girl, it's underwear. It's underwear. We all wear it. Well, not everybody. Some people prefer to go commando, but, like, lots of people wear it. All right, keep it moving.
sheep on gray panties with black lace.
Panties.
We have a pink pair with this really cute floral
The word
design.
panty or panties, it is one of those words that kind of makes you go, what? It's kind of like moist.
Again, hit or miss. And this
Moist
is kind of
panties.
hit with some baby blue lace, a black pair with just some black lace.
She's talking about how, like, sometimes floral can be grandma. Did she say that this time? Actually, I don't remember. But that is often something she says about floral. Some of these panties are giving grandma. And some of it's giving granny panty.
Black pair with purple bows and purple lace. Like, look how adorable. Black pair with
all the
red
bows. Okay, bow.
So these are literally everything.
Oh,
black mesh.
Sure.
And baby blue mesh with freaking bows. Like,
they're
okay,
see-through.
I've always been a bow girly. And then here
bow
we
girly.
just have some nude and black.
She's well, first of all, isn't the nude part, like, you're not gonna see that with it on, right? Also, crazy how that Lego kitty looks like it's coming out of out of the underwear right now. But also, these are kind of sexy. Who are you getting these sexy underwear for?
Oh, mesh with polka dots. Last but not least, we just have a pink pair.
Last but not
with
least,
those cute heart rhinestones on the side and some lace.
All right, next day, let's go.
Hello.
Hi.
So February 26th. So I wanted to show you guys that I finally got these in the mail.
Oh, thank
I
God.
want to keep therapy, like, sacred to myself because I just feel like sometimes I overshare. And
I'm keeping therapy sacred to myself, but I will cite my therapist as somebody who encouraged me to go on members-only live streams and talk about my experience with Beck.
And sometimes I undershare, and then that leaves holes for people to
Holes?
themselves. And I just don't want to do that with therapy.
The Shia LaBeouf movie, based on the book Holes.
I do want to talk about my experience with BPD because it is a huge part of my life and I suffer every single freaking day. So by a therapist, I was actually suggested these books, which is really weird to me because this has been highly suggested from quite a few of you who have BPD. So this has been in my wish list on Amazon for I can't even tell you how long.
I mean, this is the gag about her BPD, though, right? This is the whole gag about it, is that this is how you know she hasn't been working on it. This is how you know. She said this has been in my wish list for a really long time because people with BPD in my audience suggested I get it. And you know what I didn't do? Get it. You know what I didn't do? Go to therapy until now. Which, like, you know what? There's never a wrong time to start. I don't want that to sound discouraging to folks out there that might be, like, you know, scared to get started and things like that. Like, any time to start is a good time to start, and I'm glad that she's going to therapy, but it's just, like, she's been acting like, Amberlynn specifically has been acting like she's been doing so much work on her BPD, and it's like, girl, where? Girl, what? Girl, what work did you do?
It is the Borderline Personality Disorder Workbook by Daniel J. Fox. So it's an integrative program to understand and manage your BPD. It's a
Okay.
step-by-step guidance to help you balance emotions, improve relationships, challenge negative thoughts and beliefs, grow beyond your BPD, and reclaim your life. And then this one is self-directed DBT skills. It's a 3-month DBT workbook where you regulate intense emotions and create lasting change with dialectical behavior therapy by Kiki Felling and Elliot Weiner. Key! So in therapy...
Wait, I can't be mad. I was just like, she's really laughing at the word wiener, but like, okay. All right. You know what's something I would do? Laugh at the word wieners. So I can't really be mad, but I am like, girl, you're sitting over here trying to be serious about your therapy right now, about all the work you're doing on Miss BPD.
I'm doing EMDR, but I really want to do DBT. So since these were like recommended to me by actual professional, I really want to give them a go.
Okay.
And I want to share some of these workbook pages with you guys. I'm gonna be shy. I'm gonna be embarrassed. But
I'm so glad that she basically has a therapist recommended journal to work through and for her to share with us. My only thoughts are how long will it last, that sort of a thing. Because, I think maybe one of the most memorable experiences of her starting a journal that she was allegedly going to share with us regularly was that fucking bullet journal, and we ain't never heard from her again,
I want to be transparent, and I want to open up about something I struggle with, and something I've struggled with since literally, I know for sure, like in high school.
Wait, did she just say literally normal there?
Since literally...
so you can just say literally. You don't have to say literally. Okay. All right.
I know for sure, like in high school, like I still suffered with the symptoms that I suffer with now, like 16 years old. And I've had stages in life where it's been drastically worse, and then other stages in life where it has calmed down a little bit. But having this be something that I have for sure struggled with for like 2 decades, like, it's hard, it's heavy. And it's like, I can't imagine my life being any different because this has been my normal. And that's weird for me because it's not everyone's normal. Like the way that I feel and handle things and act, etc. Like, this is not everyone's normal. Like, I've always known there was something wrong, but it's like I could never figure it out until borderline personality disorder was literally diagnosed by a psychologist, and my jaw was on the floor. Because I can't even tell you how many people told me, like, Amberlynn, you're borderline.
It's still just so much talk. It's still just so much yapping about how BPD has changed your life and how knowing that you have BPD has changed your life, and yet, for what? For where? You're still making all kinds of terrible choices and blaming it on that. So I think before you get too far into sitting here yapping about it, you need to just like actually do the work, is really just my feelings and thoughts about it.
And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I would get literally defensive about it, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. Yes, some of my actions are very shameful and things that I truly regret, but now it's my job to fix that. So this is the new...
It's been your job to fix that. It was your job to fix that before you had a diagnosis. It's always been your job to fix it. It always has been. What do you mean now it's my job to fix that?
Build that I'm currently doing, and I don't think I've been this excited for one in a very long time. I will say it's super hard. I want to give you guys random updates on this because it's going to be hectic. I have been working on this for a while.
I was just thinking in my head I could really just cut this all out, but I don't. Maybe we'll just always cut it out. I guess I could just cut it out in the future, but like if she's gonna bring it up in future videos, I just don't give a shit.
So that Lego that I just showed you guys that I'm doing is 3,300 pieces. Well,
wow.
More than that. Like, that's crazy. But I want to show you guys one that I just completed.
I kind of want to get another Lego, to be honest. I did the Mona Lisa Lego, and that was a lot of fun.
Crazy. And I call all building things Lego, even though they're not all Lego brand. Okay. It's just easier for me to say that, but they're just builds. So this is the last one I did because I have just like too much time on my hands recently. This
What do you mean? I guess because of COVID, but I was like, you always have lots of time on your hands. If you doing Legos means you have too much time on your hands, then you always have too much time on your hands.
This one was crazy because there's wires all in it and things hooking to things because this is one that like lights up. I don't really care about that aspect. I haven't even charged it. So you're supposed to like charge it in this little spot back here. I haven't charged it yet, but this one was intense. Very complicated, but very fun.
Is it supposed to be all bent like that?
Love the complicated ones, but I'm telling you that car that I'm building right now is even more complicated than this was. So if anyone's curious about this one, the brand is Funhole, and this one...
Funhole? Funhole? What do you know about a fun hole? Was that what she said?
The brand is Funhole, and...
Funhole? All right, Diva.
This one in particular is the Cyberpunk Neon City. We need to talk. Ever since I got COVID and I was just like trapped in my apartment, I don't know what happened, but I've been like in the twilight zone and my mental health has not been good at all. I am suffering with things that I do not talk about. I will tell you that. And I have greatly turned to food. Like I ordered the Factor meals, they're great, but I find myself still wanting ice cream and chips and...
Girl, talk to your therapist. We're gonna transition from saying girl go to therapy to girl talk to your therapist. I mean, I guess it's like reasonable that she would share this stuff with her audience, especially because she does talk about her weight and what she eats and things like that so often. But and you know what? It's not gonna happen overnight. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure you are going through a lot. You're being confronted with the bullshit that you did to your exes. You had COVID, which is a miserable experience, even for the healthiest of people. So I'm sure you are going through a lot, Diva. I'm sure you are. And or I don't know. Let's think about how Weight Watchers is going to be helpful with that, I guess. Factor wasn't helpful, but maybe Weight Watchers will be.
Oh, I'll just order this burrito from this new Mexican restaurant that I like. Like, I still find myself doing that. I just haven't been watching what I've been eating.
We know.
I haven't been weighing myself. I haven't been caring.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I exist right now. So it's like, I need to like snap out of it. So I have gone back and forth. I'm just like, what do I want to do? I am so conflicted. Like ever since I stopped semaglutide, I just haven't been caring. Like that's genuinely, literally full transparency. I have not cared enough.
Okay,
I have
work.
cared more about like emotionally eating. So I actually am going to be doing Weight Watchers, and I know I've done this 1,000 times before, but it's like I feel like every time I go into Weight Watchers, I never actually follow it the way that I'm supposed to.
And what makes you think it's gonna be different this time? What in the world makes you think it's gonna be different? You just said every time I go into this, I don't follow it the way that I'm supposed to. Yeah. And you probably won't this time either. She was just talking about how she feels like she's in the fucking Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I feel like this is making me feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone because why are we doing this again? Why?
I always make excuses and I'm like, oh, they gave me too many points. And then that's triggering because I feel like I can eat whatever I want, which is true. I mean, that's what Weight Watchers is there for. It teaches you, like, you can eat whatever you want in moderation. But
okay, so then you're not going to learn the lesson. You haven't learned the lesson the other 1,200 times.
Obviously, the unhealthier foods are more points, while the healthy foods can be 0 points or just, like, really low points. So it is there to help with that. But, like, I've always had this, like, weird thing about Weight Watchers where it's just, like, I never followed it exactly right. And
you're not going to this time either, Diva. Listen, I love to try to be as optimistic as possible. I really do. I want as fucked up as it is, like, I don't want bad health for you. Like, as fucked up as it is that I want good things for you, right? Like, because, like, fuck you. You've now called me abusive twice. You've called me abusive twice. All this stuff is coming out about the ways that you've treated your exes horribly. But you know what? I would still like you to lose weight. I would like that for you, and I don't know what makes you think that this is gonna work. I can't be optimistic about it. There's no optimism left in me when it comes to fucking Weight Watchers and Amberlynn Reid. You know, like, Jesus. You think I'm gonna be optimistic about Weight Watchers after she just failed semaglutide a third time, when, like, for most people GLP-1s does make a huge difference pretty quickly for them? No, Weight Watchers isn't gonna do it. It surely is not.
Tell myself, oh, they're giving me too many points. But then at the same time, I would be simultaneously eating way above how many points I was supposed to eat. Like, it was just this weird mental, psychological, wishy-washy, weird thing that I was doing in my brain. This time I'm simply not going to do it. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to do it accurately. And I'm going to see how
you know what? Why the fuck not? Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. Let's get on the fucking Weight Watchers Express. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Why the fuck not?
Watchers accurately works for me. So I will do weigh-ins for you guys.
Wait, did she just say doing Weight Watchers accurately works for me? How can you say that when you just got done saying that you've never done Weight Watchers accurately? Do you hear yourself?
Thursdays are going to be my weigh-in days because I am starting tomorrow, because today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, duh. So in my vlogs every Thursday, we will have a weigh-in, and I'll just talk a little bit about how the week went, but obviously I'm going to show that in my vlogs as well, show what I'm eating, how many points I get, etc., etc. But we'll get more into that when the time comes. This was just me announcing your girl's going back on Weight Watchers. I'm really just trying to all around work on so many things at one time. And I'm not gonna lie, I am getting overwhelmed. I know I'm not gonna be perfect. I am trying to
You just said you were gonna be perfect though. You just said you were gonna do Weight Watchers accurately, and you're already now saying, well, I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna do everything perfectly. Girl, be so for real. Be so fucking for real, diva.
Change so much, and changing overnight isn't gonna be possible, especially when I'm trying to tick off so many boxes of things.
So you're not going to do it accurately. The fact that
I'm just taking the steps to doing so is really great. But now I'm just ready to put in the work, and yeah. So anyways, I do want to end this vlog though. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Well, it's over. It's over. I have literally nothing else to say. I really don't. I just don't. I do not. That's it. That's all, folks. Anyways, I hope you all had fun today. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!